come I have to go to school when Passenger had to go at both of us for being off?
Because as far as she's concerned, you can still be saved.
They're going to want to know why I wasn't in, and Emma's just going to whine on at me.
Just stick to the story. You had the flu, we phoned in, they know that.
Only wonder why Da Vinci cut his ear off. What are you doing? Well, I was thinking of a tender and evocative rendition of the Sistine Chapel ceiling. But then I thought, no, I'll just slap thick emotion all over it. That is my wall. Look, son, tell it to Passenger. I'm just following orders.
So, what are you going to try next, eh? Holding your breath and stamping your feet?
Only if your head was under them.
You know, you shouldn't have done it. Not without telling him first.
Yeah, well, I had no choice, did I? Anyway, there's no turning back now.
Ellie Wainwright?
This Dyson's skirt was too short, and that I need to follow the rules, right? So that's what I'm going to do to the letter.
Tanya Young? Tanya? Are you with us today, Tanya?
Sorry, miss, I'm not supposed to talk.
Sorry?
Says in the school rules, pupils must remain silent until answering a direct question from a member of staff.
I think that means gossiping with your friends, not when the register's being called.
Yeah, well, that's not what it says in there.
The rules are a guide to conduct, Tanya. Grange Hill isn't a dictatorship.
What's that, miss?
It's where people are told what to do and how to behave and not allowed to think for themselves. I like to think we encourage the opposite here.
Sorry I'm late, miss.
Back, but still late.
I had the flu. My dad phoned in.
Okay, take a seat.
According to the forum, over 90% of pupils want Tranter to attend Grange Hill.
I don't even know who he is.
Neither do half of these people by the sound of their emails.
Then why are they voting?
All because Robson said he couldn't come here.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, no one cared about the playing fields until they were being sold, did they? What's up with you?
Nothing.
Come on, Martin, you normally love stuff like this.
It's Kathy.
What about Kathy? She told you she fancied you or something? Wow. Really?
She tried to kiss me.
Martin, you stud. This is so typical of the way my life sucks. You make no effort whatsoever and girls chuck themselves at you, whereas I'm eye candy surrounded by the blind.
Did you boys not hear the bell? Looking at that site on school property is strictly prohibited. I warned you about this last week.
Why?
I don't suppose either of you two know who's behind it?
No.
Well, come on, get your nose to listen.
All right, the bell's only just gone.
Unless, of course, you'd like to continue the discussion in detention.
No, sir. Looks like someone's missing Leah's mum.
You are not permitted use of the walls to promote anti-school propaganda.
So that's your definition of free speech, is it? You can say anything you want just as long as it's not the truth and it don't upset the powers that be.
This isn't about free speech.
You got that one right. This is censorship. Now, you made me a promise...
Ian, it is not in the best interests of the school to have 6-foot-tall proclamations of love from Smogger to Shimona all over the walls.
The best interest of this school would be served by keeping the playing fields. That is why the wall came to life in the first place.
The school council already exists for precisely that kind of issue.
Oh, please. All that council's for is for complaints about the school canteen and little year 7 kids wetting themselves in the middle of chess club. It's hardly the board of governors, is it?
Mr. Robson already has the full backing of the governors. They can see the benefits to the whole school, not just the minority.
You just don't want the governors to see anyone else's opinion, do you?
I think you're getting this all out of proportion.
Oh, believe me, I haven't even started yet. Nice to see you not wasting your time. Was the oxygen cut off when you were born? Is that your problem? You really don't care about anything, do you?
I just like to choose my causes, mate. Pointless ones have never really interested me.
Oh, what, like having a say? Like not turning your back and having others make decisions for you?
So that's what your war was about then, is it? Because to me it just looked like you spitting your dummy.
You are so pointless.
How come I get to you so much? Unless for some reason I make you jealous or I'm a threat.
Mate, on a scale of things that matter, you don't even register.
It's a war. Why do you care? You're going to be out here in another year.
It's a nice attitude.
It's called reality. You should check it out sometime.
Where are you going? History's this way. Pupils must remain on the right-hand side of the corridors. I'll still get there, just means I have to go around the whole building to get back. You sure this is such a good idea?
Well, I can't get into trouble for doing what it says in here, can I?
Hi. Hello. What was it this time? The plague? What happened to your eye?
I didn't steal your makeup bag, Tanya. I mean, why would I, you know? You said I could borrow it, so...
So then how did it get there? The makeup fairies?
I don't know, Emma. Why don't you tell me?
She's lying.
Come on.
Tanya, yesterday's gone and I'm glad to see you back in a regulation-length skirt.
As it says in the rules, miss.
Don't make things hard on yourself than they need to be, Tanya. People who go looking for trouble tend to find it and sometimes get more than they bargained for.
Yes, can we go now?
Sure.
Maliki was right, though. We don't need to be supervised. Not in a computer lab.
Excuse me.
I think you'll find you're the ones in our way.
And I think you'll find that we've got the right of way, actually.
What?
School rules. She's following them word for word.
Why?
Because they're stupid, but still expect us to follow them.
She's correct. We are supposed to be on the other side.
Why'd you never speak up for me when I'm in the right?
Don't know, I'm not sure if it's ever happened.
Hang on a minute. You're the guy from my sister's year who dyed his hair, aren't you? How come you can get to go into school looking like that, yet I can't even wear a few extensions?
Because you're a little first year.
One real for us and one for everyone else.
So this is a protest then? 2 little year 7s walking down a corridor. Ooh, terrifying.
Like you could do better.
I thought you said the school rules are stupid and needed changing.
What have I told you about speaking up for me when I'm in the right?
Out the way, skunk head.
Skunk head. I like it.
Not one word.
Careful.
You seen my keys?
What time did you get in?
About 4. Some young lad did a runner without paying.
What happened?
Doubt he'll try that on again.
Did you hurt him?
Just give him a fright. Would have been worse if police had turned up. You know the score. Any unpaid purse comes out of my pocket.
You're going out?
Cab won't drive itself, will it?
You look tired. You should have a rest.
Never felt better.
Maybe you should give it a miss.
Maybe you should, all right. I'm fine. Now, where's Annie?
You don't even know what day it is.
I said I'm fine, all right! Just not been sleeping that well, that's all. Maybe it was something I ate, I don't know. Keys, come on, get looking!
Did you check your room?
Yes. How come you never find a damn thing in this place?
Maybe someone's trying to tell you something.
Have you seen him?
No.
Barry, I'm not in the mood for games.
Check the front door.
So you're hoping for a big turnout for this demo, then?
Well, just about every sports team said they'd turn up. And seeing as Robson dissed me chart, this might make him see sense.
Shame about the rule, though.
And you care why. I thought you'd be Mr. Wonderful on that.
Just because Nick sees differently to you doesn't mean he's a bad person.
No, he's just lazy and he doesn't care about anything.
Passenger painting over the wall wasn't his fault.
No, he wasn't going to stay there for long anyway. Still, this is different. You can't argue with a show of strength.
I haven't seen you this passionate over something since you joined the army. You never did tell me why you jacked it in.
Funny that.
So come on. What's to hide?
Just one for me, that's all.
It's all we've talked about for years, though.
Correction. It's all my old man ever talked about for years. He used to tell me all the time that joining up was what I wanted to do, so I started to believe him.
So how does he take it, you dropping out?
Oh, how do you expect? The usual. I'm, worthless and I'll never amount to anything. I've heard it all before.
So you thought you'd say the playing fields of Grange Hill?
Oh, look, if you're looking for a link, you're barking up the wrong tree. I just don't like seeing people have something that's theirs taken away from them.
Ooh, get you, Robin Hood.
When Marie Antoinette said let them eat cake, she was displaying how out of touch with the common man the French court of Louis XVI was. It wasn't the last time she'd lose her head either. Good afternoon, ladies. So nice of you to join us.
Sorry we're late, miss. We had to help Miss Dyson carry the artwork.
Here, there's only one left. You'll have to share.
I'm sorry, miss. I can't share it. It's against the rules.
And how exactly is a school textbook in opposition to the school rules?
Pupils must respect the rights of others regarding their property. You gave the book to Emma, not me.
If I were you, Tanya Young, I'd be thankful that I'm not already in detention for turning up to the lesson 10 minutes late.
Tanya's right, miss. Otherwise, it'd be like stealing a book by sharing. Who's going to steal something they know they could share? a thief.
School rules are the real reason I'm late.
The real reason?
We're supposed to keep to the right-hand side of the corridor, which means I have to go the whole way around the school to get back here.
From your form room across the corridor?
Well, I had no choice.
Are you deliberately trying to be contrary?
She's only saying what's in the school rule book, miss.
Yes, thank you, Miss Wainwright. If we take anything word for word, we're bound to uncover some absurdities.
So we should ignore them then?
What I mean is, use a little common sense. Walking on the right-hand side of the corridor shouldn't result in a journey which means you've aged considerably by the time it's over. A bit like this lesson.
So we should think for ourselves, Mum.
Precisely.
Well, Miss Dyson said that's why we have rules, so we don't have to think.
Did she?
Yeah, she was comparing Grange Hill to a dictatorship. So why do we have rules then if we're going to ignore it?
Personally, I'd say to prevent slaughter on a massive scale. Now, if we could all turn to page 25. I still haven't heard anything from your father regarding the letters I've sent. Maybe you could remind him to call me.
Like Barry said, he's been working a lot.
I'd still like to talk to him.
That girl was right. The way some of these is written is stupid. Silence during a fire drill is vital. Yeah, that is the first thing that's going to come into your mind when you're on fire. Try not to disturb anyone.
I thought we were updating the site.
Yeah, but I've got an idea.
That normally means I end up in trouble.
If we post some of these around the school, we'll have people following them like sheep.
The sheep have rules?
It'd be like an experiment.
What, like when you posted those I saw you round about Jonathan in an attempt to make Anika jealous?
Anyway, I spoke to Kathy today. She's pretty down. I think you should talk to her.
I never know what to say. She tried to kiss me. I panicked. I never meant to upset her, but it's just when she went to touch me.
Yeah, but you've still got to talk to her.
It's my Asperger's. Whenever I'm near her, I get hot flushes. My tongue gets too big for my mouth, and my hands get all sweaty.
That's normal. It happens to everyone.
Normal?
It's just proof you like her. Are you eating all right?
Not really. My mum keeps on taking my temperature.
Man, have you got it bad.
So what should I do?
Well, plan what you're going to say and then just come out with it. It's the only cure.
But what if that's not what's wrong? What if I'm sick?
You'll know if it's right. Love bells will ring.
Bells?
It's a sign. You're playing with the powerful forces now, Martin.
I don't know. Look, I will give you a ring if there's any change. Right. Okay, bye.
Who are you talking to?
Your boss. He said you thought you should have the day off after last night.
Did you hear it ring?
No, well, I picked it right up. Anyway, he said he thought you'd been working too many shifts and you should give it a rest.
Yeah? And who's going to pay for everything round here? You?
Still not found your keys?
Seems we've not seen them.
What's wrong?
Get it, us. Well, maybe I should ring him back.
Well, look, this is almost ready now. Why don't you wait till after lunch?
Yeah. What have you put in this?
Why?
Tastes different.
Just some pepper.
It's good. It's good. We'll make a decent skivvy of you, yeah?
Right, well, here's your bowl.
You're not having any?
No, I'm not hungry. Been picking.
More for me then. That's good. It's good.
Where do you think they're going?
Probably back to the swimming pool for a Mexican roll.
Hope they don't drop it in the water. Nothing worse than a soggy butty.
This is pathetic. Hardly anyone's here. Well, this is Dennis Prue, Robson's point.
You've motivated a bunch of teenagers to give up their free time without offering any money. It takes a genius.
Yeah, or a few choice threats. Oh, great, here it comes.
If you do, don't bite.
So, what's the occasion?
It's a demonstration to highlight the need to keep the playfields as they are.
Ah, yes, I've seen the posters. Look, Mr. Robson told me all about your little chart.
Yeah, well, I was expecting a bigger turnout than this.
Still, anything that galvanises participation in school sports is a good thing.
Ian was hoping it might persuade Mr. Robson into reconsidering the sale of playing fields.
Unfortunately, Mr. Robson's away at a conference all day. If only you'd thought to check with me first, I could have told you that.
Yeah, thanks.
You could still tell him, though. Like you said, as head of PE is still in your interest, too.
Yeah, but as head of the Digi Committee, it creates a conflict of interest, which is why I wanted Robson to see it for himself.
Nothing signed yet, though, is it?
Honestly, I admire your commitment, but you really should see the bigger picture.
Mr. Scott, there you are.
Whatever it is all right if I catch me breath first?
We've been inundated with reports of damage to school property.
From who?
The children. Someone's covered the corridors in photocopies of the school rules. Keeps the right, silence in class, that type of thing. But could you also see that these are removed?
Because that's not a good thing.
Just see to it, Mr. Scott.
I see you decided not to keep the wall then. It's a shame, I was growing quite attached to it.
It's funny, I heard you were against encouraging the children to think for themselves.
I beg your pardon?
I believe you have a girl in your form to thank.
Tanya Young? Seems a bit sophisticated for a first year.
Either way, I want it nipped in the bud now. Oh, and the next time you decide to impart some wisdom to young ears, such as likening Grange Hill to dictatorship, maybe you could consider the consequences first.
Who do you think she's talking to? That drug-dealing brother of hers? Have you ever actually seen a brother with anything? No, but she... Helen was probably wrong. And even if she wasn't, what's it got to do with Annie anyway? But Annie was right. Why would she steal something she knew she could borrow? Come on.
Before you say anything, I already know. Against the school rules.
No, actually, I was going to thank you for before. You know, sticking up for me with Miss Passenger.
That's no problem. Then you better be careful.
It's just the start of it. I heard about Trent being taken into care.
I've seen the posters, that you?
And the boys. It's actually the whole school, because they started up this debate on the school forum thing.
So where's he now, then?
He's in hospital. I think social services are trying to find a home for him.
So who are you on the phone to? Baz. Can't seem to get hold of him. We're going to try now. Catch you later, yeah? Sure.
That'll be good. I thought I'd be on the bench to start off with.
You're not nervous, are you?
No.
Don't worry, even I've butterflies before my first game.
I'm not nervous.
You'll be there, won't you, Nick? Cheering us on?
No, can't do, I'm afraid. Got a drama club thing to go to.
Thought extracurricular activities went against your whole reason for living.
Not when the ratio is 4 girls to every bloke. I'm complex like that.
But it's just one meeting, right? No biggie if you duck out?
Dyson's looking to cast the end of year play. Not usually my thing, but I can get assessed on it. It's either that or write an essay. Third tree from the left's what I'm going for.
And what's the play?
Romeo and Juliet. Could be a slugfest.
Tanya, what's taking you so long? What's going on? So, what do you think?
So much for teenage rebellion. Jimmy Dean would be spinning. Aye, with it had to go round.
What did I say? Too easy.
Kathy,
I didn't think you were talking to me.
about the other day, I'm sorry for running out like that.
I know, about the kiss. It was a stupid thing to do.
I wasn't expecting it.
Well, that was the reaction I was looking for.
Was it?
You knew I liked you, Martin.
I like being your friend.
Was that all you wanted?
I'm not sure. Josh said there'd be a sign.
So much for Dr. Love, eh?
Aye!
Bells.
Have you seen them? Do you think this is a real drill?
Dunno. Quickly, but without running, make your way to the front of the building, please. Join the others. I'll deal with you later.
Is that meant to be fireproof?
Yeah? Come on.
Come on, move!
Oh, it's like deja vu from last year. The fire that caused all that.
Except no one's actually seen any trace of smoke or fire.
You okay?
Come on.
Yeah, just glad to see something finally under his skin.
Oh, please. Don't tell me you've got something to do with this.
Yeah, well, what do you think?
Mrs. Passenger!
I'm rather busy at the moment, Mr. Scott.
Yes, about that.
Tanya, I've had just about enough of you. Now is not the time to be playing stupid games. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Nick.
When we get inside, I want you back in your normal clothes. Got it?
So, did you get hold of your brother? Is anything up? Nothing. My sister Karen, she talks about your brother a lot. Seems to have a bit of a reputation. Well, I won't believe everything you hear. So where is he then? Like the flu or something? Something like that.
The fire brigade been informed.
Mr. Scott's gone to the office to try and turn the alarm off.
What did he say happened?
You know, my makeup bag could have actually fallen into your bag. Like Emma said, someone could have put it there. Maybe you should ask her who.
I thought you'd tidied this place up.
And I thought you'd gone for a lie down.
Couldn't sleep. Your head's banging. More like a doss house than an home in here. Why can you never tidy up after yourself, eh?
Thanks.
And with a couple of pigs. Okay, I'll do it. What's this? Hey? I asked you a question. I was trying to do your thing.
How'd it go? Oh, he's lost, eh? You could do loads better.
So, you talked to her? Yeah, we're still friends, but the alarms went off. There were bells. What did I tell you? A sign.
Sorry, I didn't see you. I barely had a kick all game. You should have passed.
I'm just trying to win the game.
Come on, ladies, you can discuss your makeup after the final whistle.
Becca's just blonde-haired.
What did Dyson say?
Well, she said she was prepared to believe that this wasn't me. If I didn't drop the whole school rules thing, then she was going to calm her parents in.
So what are you going to do?
Well, have to obey the rules until we're allowed to wear makeup and dress like the other years. Have you seen Annie?
She shut off straight after school. Probably have to rob a few houses while people are still at work.
You know, she could be telling the truth.
But the makeup was in her bag.
Yeah, but if you'd stolen something, would you leave it in your bag to be seen?
Tanya, she's a thief. That's all there is to it. You ask me, you should stay clear.
Come on! Come on! Get in! Nice one now! What's going on?
What do you think?
Fantastic. See, that's how you should all be playing.
Hello? Baz? Dad?
Passenger cornered me. She still wants to hear from Dad. What happened? Did he do this to you? We're only following the rules, miss.
Just do me a favour, Maddie. Just stay out of my life.
I quit!
I leave you alone for 2 minutes and I come back to a cage of wild animals.
All you've ever done is pick on me!
Just look here!